then let's all assume that I did it, okay? That's what you want me to say, right? Ah! Are you satisfied now? This is what you wanted to make me say, right? This is your revenge, isn't it? You, the man from 19 years ago. I'm sure that man's underling is one among us here. I'm sure that right now that man is ridiculing me for one of you. Then tell me, are you happy now? Has a bit of the pain and suffering you've endured for 19 years gone away? I finally understand. The reason you've cornered me so far is because you wanted to make me acknowledge that, right? Natsuhi-san, other than us, there's absolutely no one here. Please stop this insanely desperate charade and quit pretending that someone who doesn't exist actually does. I committed murder. So you finally acknowledged your crime directly? No, this is not about what has happened today and yesterday. I will confess to a murder that occurred 19 years ago. "19 years ago, I committed a sin. I couldn't forgive it. That baby." Baby? Now, what are you talking about? On that day, 19 years ago, Father entrusted me with a baby. Since I still couldn't bear a successor on my own, Father told me to adopt a child. And he made me hold a baby that he had said had been brought here from an orphanage. Do you have any idea how humiliating that was to me as a woman? and then I sold my soul to demons. It happened when I went on a walk through the rose garden to the harbor, along with a servant holding the baby. I wanted to be alone, but that female servant holding the baby faithfully followed me everywhere. I was unable even to tell her to stop following me, and therefore unable to escape from the child's crying. That day marked the beginning of 19 long, headache-filled years. Then we faced a cliff from across the fence. If by taking that baby and throwing it down onto the rocky beach far below me, I could undo it all, I really did listen to that demon's temptation. Then, for the smallest of moments, I thought of how wonderful it would be if I really could do that and lend an ear to that temptation. At that time, the servant holding the baby stepped on a large rock, twisted her ankle, and staggered. She leaned against the rough fence, and at that time I thought I heard the fence creak loudly. I told her to look out and tried to grab her shoulder. No, I shouldn't be so vague. I will repent. I will confess. At that moment, I'm sure that as I told her to look out, with both hands, I reached for that servant's shoulder and with a thud pushed her away hard. The rough fence snapped from the base, and the servant, along with the baby held in her arms, fell down towards the rocky beach below. Even though I remember that moment vividly, for some reason I recall a vague and very strange feeling. It almost felt as though instead of falling, the two of them were silently swallowed up into empty space. So I didn't even hear the sound of them crashing to the rocky beach. No, I'm sure I heard it. But because I wanted to think that they disappeared, I must have erased that sound from my memory. One instant, I thought it was a dream. It was high enough that I couldn't see the two of them below me just by leaning over. So I didn't know whether their fall or the few seconds before that had actually happened or not. I must have been wishing so strongly that the child would fall that I just had a daydream. Trying to make myself believe this, I hurried back to the rose garden. Then I decided to let the servant take care of the baby, choosing to take a rest alone in the garden. Then Father asked what had happened to the baby. And an uproar began over the disappearance of the servant who had been in charge of it. Eventually, the broken fence was discovered and 2 corpses were found at the bottom of the cliff. The child had apparently been here for reasons that couldn't become known, so its existence was hushed up, and the official story was that the servant had had an accident on her own and died. That's right, I stole away 2 innocent lives in one go. As for the poor servant, her family was graciously compensated. Her aged husband, who didn't know the truth, accepted this even though he grieved over the unfortunate accident. Then, just a few years ago, he died of old age, and I confessed the truth over his grave, apologizing. But until this day, I have never apologized to that baby. Yes, that's what you're after, isn't it? So, right here, right now, I will confess to my crime. I, Ushiromiya Natsuhi, did 19 years ago push you off a cliff and try to kill you. But you didn't die, did you? You're still alive, and you still call me Mother. You came to this island and took your revenge on me, did you? For these 19 years, you knew that the one you should have called your mother pushed you off a cliff, and you must have lived a very hateful life. And now you've taken everything I've gained since pushing you off that cliff. 18 years of my life, and smashed it all to pieces. I no longer have my beloved husband and daughter. And I've lost even my honor. And I'm being called a murderer. No, I really am a murderer, aren't I? Yes, that's right. It all went according to your plans. I'm now regarded as a killer. How's that? Is this enough for your revenge? My husband and daughter have been killed. I've been made to look like a murderer, like an elderess even, after seeing me living in disgrace like this. Are you satisfied? Yes, I'll bet you're quite satisfied, because my family, my honor, everything has been stolen from me. After all this, do you still claim that you were framed? Seriously, you just don't know when to give up. Can you hear me? You, the cursed child from 19 years ago. Are you satisfied now? You've stolen everything from me now. What else do you want? Please, just forgive me. Huh? Butler-san, did you say something? Butler-kun?